Introducing the global legal platform, Toolkit.Law, a conversation with its founder, Tom King. That is our topic for today. Welcome to the Lawyers and Mediators International Show and Podcast, where we discuss law and conflict resolution topics to educate both professionals and everyday people. Catch regular episodes on YouTube and anywhere you get your podcasts. Just remember, nothing in these episodes constitutes legal advice, so be sure to talk to a lawyer, as cases are fact-dependent. Hey everyone, this is Mac Pierre-Louis, attorney, mediator, arbitrator, working throughout Florida and Texas, and welcome back to the LMI podcast. And today I have a special guest who's back on the show after a few years, and that is Tom King. And Tom, how are you doing today?
Mac, it's great to speak to you from Islamabad, Pakistan.
Yes, sir. Well, it's great to hear you again. It's been a very long time. And, when we had you on before, you were talking about all the projects you were working on. And now Toolkit.Law has come such a long way 3 years later. And just wanted to have you on to talk about it and a little bit about yourself, again, so people who don't know you can connect with you. And just to kind of guide us through the last few years and what this new project means to you and how it can transform people's lives who are legal professionals, who are mediators. But first off, you just said that you're in Pakistan. And can you tell us why you're there to begin things off?
Yes, so my entire 15-person software development team and my chief technology officer who manages all of them is here in Islamabad, Pakistan. And so I'm here for 2 weeks to meet my partner for the first time after 3.5 years with working with them, and for his wedding, which is in 2 weeks. So I'm in the capital city of Islamabad, Pakistan, and we are here. We just launched Toolkit.Law functionally about a month ago. It'll officially launch April 1st, which I guess is today. And Microsoft is on our advisory board, and it's basically an all-purpose website of 1,500 original legal tools, calculators, and utilities, plus 24 hours of global continuing legal education, probably the first truly global CLE event ever, as we submit it to 80 countries, over 1,000 bar associations and bar councils. It's overwhelming to digest, but it's basically the perfect tool for the modern legal professional, whether they're mobile or desktop oriented, Microsoft or Windows oriented. And we have a companion browser extension called the Toolkit.Law Assistant that's rolling out in the next 2 weeks. It's already up in many places. That's a companion to the website, the browser extension. We're rolling out the Windows and the Android and the Mac OS and the iOS apps. We're even rolling out a watch app, first for Google Wear and also for Watch OS.
Okay, well, you said a lot, but take us through it piece by piece, because I just signed up tonight and I was checking it out. I know you allow for like a 6-month free trial, and then there's a paid subscription, but I have my screen share on right now, so people who are watching this are able to, kind of follow along. So give us a baby steps. What do you want me to showcase first?
I'd start right in the middle. I'd click on Suites because there are so many tools that are so overwhelming. But let's say that you're someone who has, let's go to our creative suite in the top left corner. Let's say that you're an attorney and you have audio evidence or video evidence. We have an audio editor. If you click on audio editor, you're going to see about 20 to 25 distinct tools. So every one of our web pages is an equivalent to a complete website of tools. So you can test your equipment, you can extract audio, you can compress it, you can change the length. If you have 62 seconds of audio that you need to be 60 seconds, you can do it. You can make any conversion that you need to it. What I found helpful is I had in a family law case that I had audio evidence that was recorded on a phone. So on the audio volume, and but the audio wasn't loud enough. So I uploaded the file,
Yeah.
to the audio volume tab accordion second from the bottom. I opened up an audio file and I increased the volume 500%, and they could hear it. So again, if you hit Toolkit.Law at the top
Yep.
logo, then go back to Suites,
Suites. Suites
right,
right here in the middle.
yeah, right in the
Yep.
middle. And so click on the Creative Suite. So
Yep.
without going into anything, so we edit audio files, we edit video files, we convert any file format you need, including Word and WordPerfect, PDF low end, PDF OCR, anything you might need. We have an imager tool that has 25 different imaging tools and conversion tools that it's basically the lawyer's equivalent of Photoshop.
Okay.
We have QR codes. We do your digital signing within the PDF editor, and so that's the video editor, which is basically our version of Adobe Premiere. So that's it. So if you use your browser back out arrow, that's one of our suites. Okay. Um, so the other thing I point out, let's say you're a mediator or you deal
Yeah.
with mediations. Let's go to the mediator suite, the
Right here.
mediation
Okay.
suite. And um, you can have your client sign up for a free 6-month trial. Then they can share their account to you. So for assets, liabilities, whatever they need to do, then you go down to your mediation memorandum generator. So go to the mediator.
Right here. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. And you'll see
Right here.
we have things
Mediation memo
including,
generator.
yep, that's it. You click on that, add the plus sign, and each
Okay.
one of those tabs, you fill out everything, and it generates the mediation memorandum for the mediator. Um, that's one thing that I really enjoy, and of course, we're completely optimized for mobile usage as well. Um,
Yeah.
so then eventually, when you put stuff in, starting next month, you'll be able to share this with someone else. So you could share it with a paralegal. You could share this data box, this information with your client. They could fill in things. You could fill in things. You can go ahead and cancel this out now.
Yes.
You notice we even have an offer analysis. So whether or not you should take the offer. So,
Okay.
the goal is to streamline anything. Let's go back and click on the Toolkit.Law logo. We'll go to the tools. We have 45, top left, we have 45 different pages of tools, and you can see all those.
Yeah.
Probably the ones that I'm proudest of the most is we have a great jury selection tool. A
Where is
great
that?
jury selection tool. So if you look up juror, alphabetical juror,
I
Juror.
J right here.
Yeah. If your district or county clerk allows you to import the file, you can import it there. But otherwise, you go down to um, panel pool, panel pool, panelist pool,
Wow.
and you click on one box, and you can manually deal with any. Yep, just click on it, and you can add any attribute that you need to, and you just fill in those different tabs of information. Um, click on the one on the left. Yeah. So it creates icons. So click on the tab right above it, to the left of the orange.
To
Yeah.
the left. Right here.
Yep. Click,
Okay.
and so you just check those attributes, and so you can quickly visually see um, when you're trying to look at how to pick a juror. And in fact, when you just click a bunch of those icons. Just click a bunch of
Yeah.
icons on
Check bias. Alcohol struggles.
there.
Going up.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Okay. Now go ahead and click the save button at the bottom of this pop-up window. And you can see it adds the icons. So it becomes a visual tool. When you add notes, the notes will be right there. And then close this
Yeah.
accordion. Close this accordion. and then go down to jurors remaining. And if you've struck some jurors, now you'll see, oh, right, yeah, it'll show you only those that are remaining or those that are
Gotcha.
struck. And, you know, of course, I forget the word. What's the name when you need to, when someone does an illegal or improper striking of a juror because of racial considerations? It's not, what kind of challenge is it? Can't believe with all my jury trials.
Yeah, we
Anyway,
don't do enough criminal law, but I
well,
know what you're
thanks.
referring to.
Yeah, so close this accordion, and you'll see objections. Like it should, let's say that it's a murder trial, and you live in a
Mhm,
town with a lot of black people, and your defendant is a
mhm,
black person, and the other side, the prosecutor, only picks white people for the jury, right? And they passed
mhm.
over people that would appropriately be considered. For instance, say they never asked panelist number one, Pierre Mac. Say they never
Yep.
asked panelist number one, but for purely racial reasons alone, they struck that person. You'll see the accordion near the top. It automatically creates the objection. You go to objection, it'll create the memorandum right there in the courtroom. So you can then print it out and show it to the judge, say, Your Honor, we have an objection. And it shows the statistics. When
Got it.
you have a complete panel. So if you pick people solely on an attribute, which is inappropriate, and you know what, I used to be a prosecutor.
Mhm.
Um, and then I did some defense work. And, if I had someone that was Hispanic, I was certainly open to having Hispanics on my jury, right? You pick people for different reasons. There's some
Yeah.
that are legal, there are some that are not, depending on which of the jurisdictions you are in the 80 plus countries that Toolkit.Law supports. So it is an overwhelming collection of 1,500 legal tools, calculators, and utilities. If you go to the numbers section, I'll just show you something that you'll like. Top right, click there, and then go to income. And this is over 800 different calculators. Okay, and
Tax
then
bracket,
yeah,
depression,
income annual, income annual,
income, annual.
income annual,
Okay.
and let's just put $100,000 US in there. $100,000, and you work 8 hours a day. So put eight, and you work 5 days a week, and you got a $20,000 bonus, and then click on the equal symbol, and it shows every single dimension that anyone would
Mm,
want. Now, if you look at that gray toolbar above and you go to the top right corner of that, you say, "Oh, I need to email that." Go to the share, and
okay.
then email it to. You need to share that with opposing counsel. It automatically generates the emails.
Got it.
So if you, yeah. So it's 1,500 legal tools, calculators, and utilities. Every attorney Mac is going to have
Yeah.
3 or 4 primary applications that they use, right?
Yes.
And imagine those as bricks in a wall. This is the mortar around all those bricks. You pick those 3 or 4 things that you need to do, and you can hit the orange arrow going back. Um, uh, yeah, go back to tools, go back into the tools section.
Mhm.
And you will find 30, 40, 50 tools that you will love. If you go to our signer for our document signing, we now do the document signing, and it includes an IP address, an international date and time stamp, and an address if you want. And we deal with all the different types of signatures. So that would be an electronic. Go to the legal signature, and that'll be the one that we're used to doing, either hand drawn or
Yeah.
and it applies all that information. So it's after 3.5 years of development with 15 people,
Yeah.
this is a platform we've created. But what's the icing on the cake? Our CLE is
Yes.
free. So if you click on the logo up at the top of Mac
Yep.
and you go to webinars,
Webinars,
webinar,
webinars.
the big panel. We are finalizing for our June 1st launch.
Okay.
24 hours of free international continuing legal education. And if you click on the box here that says agenda, the second one,
June. Yep.
and we cover 8 topics that involve arbitration, mediation, child welfare, domestic violence, um, family law, drugs and maternity testing, all these different topics, international topics. And each of those topics is the 30-minute presentation. And so we even give you the tools to help us get it added to your jurisdiction, to your bar organization, whether you call it a bar
Nice.
association or a bar council. So
Yeah.
we have a two-person team here led by an attorney uh, in Pakistan, and we are
Mm.
reaching out to the over 1,000 law schools because it's free for law schools and law students to use. If you go to the
Okay.
suites again, you'll see if you go to suites, you'll see we have a law school suite to basically it's the tools that you need to get through law school. And no one's ever done anything like this before. Um, we've been working with Texas A&M School of Law on this, and paralegal.edu, which is the number one paralegal institution in the U.S. And so those are just some of the things that we do. So I wanted to make it such a
Mm.
great trial. So it's a free 6-month trial. It's only
Yeah.
$100 US thereafter. Everything's included. It's free for judges and judicial staff. It's free for the US military. It's free for any law school participant. It's free for any law school participant. And Mac, I know you know Bruce Jeffries from National
Yes, I do.
Screening Centers out of Houston.
Yeah.
They are back ending all of our substance abuse testing. So we'll be offering substance abuse testing on 6 continents
Wow.
through National Screening Center. So this is the start, and today is really the first day that we've really launched. And what a great way to do it with my
Yeah.
good friend Mac that I haven't seen,
Well,
and
this was a
we haven't
lot.
seen
And thank you so much.
haven't
And I
seen
just
we haven't seen each other in 3 years, but you and I met in the bowels, I think, of the old Family Law Center in Harris County, Texas, practicing family law.
yeah.
And
Yes.
it's been 8 years
It's
since
been
you
a
and I met.
while. It's been a while. Well,
The last time we met, you and I we ate at an Indian restaurant
I
in
remember that.
Cyprus.
I remember that. Yeah, so a few questions. First off, when is this officially launching? Bring me up to speed again.
It's April 1st. I didn't even realize
Okay.
it's today.
So it's today in your time zone right now. And
Yeah.
so you're there for a couple weeks to work on all the, fine tuning all the details. And people can go and play with it right now and download install the Chrome extension right now, right?
Actually, we have it for all 5 browsers. For
Okay.
so to, the Toolkit.Law Assistant is your companion to Toolkit.Law to the website. Um, we have launched the browser extension for Chrome, Edge, Mozilla Firefox, Opera, and Apple Safari comes out next week.
Got it.
Apple's
So
always a bit more difficult to get to the
well,
to
I
get
know
accepted
any
by
kind
their
of app
store.
development, Apple is going to make you dot your I's and cross your T's 10,000 different times before you can get anything published. And so,
You'll notice here, Mac, if you look at the top left corner of the
yeah,
browser screen behind this extension, those are 15 bookmarks that you get to customize, and you'll notice that in your browser extension, it replicates them for you.
okay,
Um, Okay, so once you customize your bookmarks in the top left header of our web page. It also
yeah,
carries those through here. Now you can click the orange button back here on the browser extension,
right here.
and
Okay.
I'll just point out. You notice how Chrome doesn't have a print button?
Hmm. Hmm.
We have one right here in the gray toolbars on the bottom. It imports all of your bookmarks. We really designed this, so this is the only extension you need. So it imports all
Got
of
it.
your bookmarks toolbar. It gives you access to a number of things. In the bottom, the orange toolbar at the bottom are standalone tools. So we have a payment platform. We have calculators. We have that's screen capture and video capture. The next one is the one I think people use a lot the most. Go back one to the left, to the left, to the left, to the left, left. One more. Yeah, that should be the signer. Nope, to the right one.
No, right here. Yep.
Click. And so if you need document signing on the fly, we do it right there. So you upload the document, you can say whether you want it typed or drawn,
Yeah.
and it does
Well,
the
that would be very
documents.
convenient.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be
So
certainly very, very convenient.
yeah, so it's a full it's basically a full application built into a browser extension. Um, and
So let's talk about a few things about security, for example. How is it? You think about it, you covered it, so people don't have to worry about any kind of security issues. Being lawyers is how we think, right?
It's all cloud based. We do not save
Mhm.
any of your files on our platform, so we do not have access to any of your data. Okay,
Okay.
so regardless of whether you're tablet, phone, or desktop or laptop oriented, it's automatically designed for those accommodations. Whether you're an Apple ecosystem, a Google ecosystem, or a
Yep.
Microsoft ecosystem, it was designed with those different perspectives in mind. Um, and Again, it's pretty much the brick around the mortar. You basically need an accounting system. You need a document pleading system. I tell you, I love the client and matter tracking that I do for all my invoicing and billing. And I do all my billing right over my phone.
Got it.
Now
And
I
so
can't,
back to your
I
phone.
can't see.
y-
Did you stop sharing your screen? Because I can't see it
Yes.
anymore.
So yeah, I'll share it again. But back to phones. So you said it's mobile friendly. So all of
Yeah.
the
Yeah. So in fact, click on your minimize icon in the top right corner of the browser, the
yep.
one in the middle, and then push it
Oh,
closer.
let me go back.
Yeah, open it. The far left one. The far left one. Yeah,
Give me a
click there.
second. Give me a second.
Or
Let me go
you
back
can
to
just
tool.
type Toolkit. Yeah, just type Toolkit.Law. And then
Okay.
grab this window and make it smaller. Just grab it on the right.
Like this.
Yeah,
Yep.
and bring it close. And then a lot
There
of
you
people
go.
don't know that generates the mobile view. So
Correct. Correct.
that's a mobile view. So
Okay.
it's already oriented for mobile use.
Got it. So this is how it
So
will look like on your phone.
that's exactly what it'll look like on your phone. And if you click, um, the thing that's probably what I find the most exciting is it auto
Uh-huh.
generates a free user web store. So go ahead in the top right corner of your header, click on that globe icon, top right corner,
Top right
top
corner,
left,
right here.
top left corner. Yeah, click there.
Top left. Yep.
Now let's go ahead and maximize that. Let's open it up. Let's open it up full screen. And so instead of it having that, let's change the slug, the last part of the URL to Tom in the address window. Just change the last
Yep.
part to TOM. And we auto
Okay.
generate a complete e-commerce ready user web store for you to use. So click on a couple items, add it to the shopping cart. So just for fun, click on arbitrator or mediator, just add some
So
quantities. You see the
theater
quantities there?
one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, now click on checkout. And so this is an e-commerce ready website. Okay, this is an
Mm,
e-commerce ready website. We do process the payments, and we keep 5% of all the transactions, just like the Apple Store, except we take less than
got it.
the others.
Got
So
it.
it's a complete. If somebody wants just a simple one-page website,
Yeah.
scroll to the bottom and click on QR code. If someone's doing this on the far right side, far left side,
On the
far left side where it
QR
says
code.
scan QR code, scan alphabetical scan to
Left,
left
left, left,
panel.
right
Yep,
here.
four down. And if someone's on a desktop, now they can just scan that QR code. They'll automatically add my information into their phone, and now they're
Yeah.
connected with we're in their contacts. So it's basically basically all you need is a pleadings package, like from Thomson Reuters, Westlaw's like Form Builder, and an
Yeah.
accounting system like QuickBooks, and then this is all you need for the practice. And you don't even need a website. You just point. You could take tomking.com and you could point it at this page. As you know, I run Texas Modern Mediation. And so at
Yep.
texasmodernmediation.com, I just give out that web address and it points right here. And this is my standalone website. We have about 30 different backgrounds that you can select from. It automatically, whatever account you sign in with, it'll either give you an avatar. I like signing in with Google because it imports my Google profile picture right into there.
Yeah.
So, and you don't need law pay anymore. The one thing that we don't do is if you use um, a client management system where you have a portal where your
Hmm.
clients come into your portal and upload documents, that we don't do.
Yeah.
But so that, I mean, that's Toolkit.Law. The thing I find is people want things that are responsive, quick,
Yeah.
fast, secure, mobile friendly. And this is designed primarily from a mobile perspective because I see so many attorneys now doing things with tablets, just like I'm talking to you right now off my tablet in Islamabad, Pakistan. Um,
Yeah.
we will in the next year be rolling out 60-second help videos on all 2,000 of our accordions. So no matter where you're at, there'll be a 60-second help video. But I mean,
Okay.
that's Toolkit.Law. So, it's over 500 legal tools, over 800 calculators. And then if you
Yes.
click on the header logo up top, Mac,
The header
click,
logo.
click on the logo right there, and you'll see, yep, click. And on the second row to the right, self, we provide over 500 tools to organize your personal life. Okay. And
Really, gamer.
yes. You're bored. Yeah, you're bored. Yeah. Oh, this is a bingo card. It generates bingo. So click on chess. Oh, yeah, click there. So look, there's the player card below and the collar above. You can run a whole bingo game right off there. You can play bingo. But click on chess
Yeah.
and you can play chess against the computer while you're sitting in the courtroom waiting for the judge to get to your court. You ever had? Yeah, look at this. You ever have a judge say, "Okay, gentlemen, I'm going to need to do a coin toss." Go to our coin toss.
Uh-huh.
There's your
Okay.
coin
And
toss, dice roll,
there you-
and so we also have uh, I mean, we just got a whole bunch of different games on there. If you're bored, um, go to word guess at the bottom. Go to word guess at the bottom. It's all legal terms.
a person who
So
holds in a state for a term of years until he dies.
yeah, so it's got a
Yeah.
couple thousand legal terms in there, and then
Yeah. So
anyway,
you really
so
thought this out just for lawyers, mediators, legal professionals, as you call them. Anybody who has interest in the law. This is the thing for them.
it, I was I was undefeated in jury trials as a prosecutor. I thought of it as a prosecutor perspective. I did
Yeah.
defense work. I thought of it from a defense attorney perspective. Um, if you go to the numbers section, imagine that you have a civil case and you're suing somebody. There's one called construction, I think. Construction,
Construction,
right?
I see it. Yeah.
Yeah. Look at all these different construction calculators: gravel, mulch, paint, everything. Imagine that you have a lawsuit involving topics like this. Um, uh, every conversion that you can imagine, um, uh, redoing your roof. We have a roof calculator to figure out the square. Unfortunately, the calculator that we did was only in metric on the roofing, because a lot of these are open source that we modified. So
Yeah.
it's every, you uh, tank volume and fill. A lot of things that you would need from a construction perspective. Go ahead and hit the orange arrow back out. Um, if you go to the very last one called time, there you go. Every calculator, including legal bills, legal hours, legal rate. If you're trying to figure out deadlines, if you're trying to figure out what age somebody was for the age of consent on a certain date, you can do that. I love that. But now go ahead and hit the orange out button again. the back up button. Let's go to the legal. Go look for legal. We do great exhibit labeling and exhibit watermarking. So if you go to exhibit labeling, and we'll just use
Yeah.
that as a practice document. Go on the right side and type on the right side, type plaintiff, and then go down to the next box, line 2, make it big. Oh, that'll be big.
Yeah.
It's pretty big. Okay, and then now type, no, put it on 20 point for line 1.
20 point.
Yeah, and then go to line 2 and type 01 and make that bigger. Make it like 32 point.
This one.
Yeah, and there's your exhibit label, and you can scroll to the very bottom. Scroll to the very bottom, and you can change the position. Instead of bottom right, you can move it all around. So that's our exhibit labeling. I use it for all my trials. What I
Mm.
love is it doesn't do just the first page of the exhibit; it does every page. So when you merge
Cool.
70 exhibits together into one file using our PDF merge tool, go
Yeah.
ahead and hit the orange out button. You know what lawyer doesn't spend time dealing with PDF, right? So go to our
Yeah.
PDF editor. Go to our PDF editor. It'll be alphabetical.
PDF editor. It's not
Oh,
on
you're
this
in the
page.
you're in the
Yeah, let me go
calculator.
back. Let me go
Uh,
back out.
yeah. Go to
Okay, I'm
tools,
gonna go to tools.
top left for tools, then PDF editor.
Okay. Scroll to PDF editor right here.
And you'll also find the exhibit labeling here, but we do merging, we do extracting.
Okay.
So it's the same tool right there. But if you close the accordion, you'll see that we also do pagination. So if you merge 80 documents together, P for pagination, uh, you can upload the file right below that, right below the image, right below the thumbnail on the left side. It's the toolbar on the left side. Yeah, you
Got
can
it.
upload the file to replace that. We give you a
Yeah.
placeholder document there to practice on, but it'll do all the pagination. So then when you print it out to your print binder, um, I love the text watermarking. Say something's confidential
Yep.
and type your name, and then hit how big is the type? I can't tell from here on my
It's
screen.
not showing up,
Yeah,
but I just
go
make it
below it.
much bigger.
Yeah, go below it, and then hit. Yep, that's good. Now hit the stamp icon below on the bottom toolbar. The
Right here.
stamp. Yep,
There it
there
is.
it is.
Cool.
If something's confidential. Anyway, so I mean, 1,500 tools,
Yep.
calculators, and utilities, plus it's 24 hours of free continuing legal education. If it's not approved for your jurisdiction yet, we give you a tool right in our webinar section to help submit it for us to your bar association or bar council in any of the over 1,000 bar associations in the 80 plus countries with English-based legal system. I'll give you a crazy example, Mac. I'm here in
Mhm.
Islamabad, Pakistan.
Yep.
All law school is taught in English here, only in English.
Hmm.
All laws must be published in English and Urdu. All judges must be bilingual, and all trials in Pakistan are in English with translators. So this
Mm.
is a country that even countries that you wouldn't think of, this would be a great tool because they're not developing robust tools like we're able to do in other countries. And so this is Toolkit.Law. You know this, Mac. In 2023, I was so committed to this. I got in my
Yep.
RV, and for 12 months, I visited all the national parks in the Pacific time zone, working with Starlink satellite internet, mediating cases and building this with our team. And we're excited to be able to launch it first on your
Yes.
show.
I remember that this was a passion of yours, and it's good to see, the fruits of your labor finally come into existence. So this is awesome. And it's a lot. I mean, it's a little overwhelming in the beginning. And I think you've been tweaking with this and playing with this for years now. But when somebody sees it for the first time, you start realizing this can help me in so many different ways. So I can imagine paralegals really liking the PDF tools in here. Any solo attorney who wants to do trial prep and needs to do it fast. There's so many things that this can help with. So yeah, I think
It's
congratulations.
really good. It's really good. Is if you're a pro se party, or if you're or you're with
Mm.
you hire an attorney,
Yep.
this is your intake tool. You tell the client it's a free 6 month trial. Go into the family law section and go into and enter in all the property issues, all your assets, all your liabilities. Check the boxes if there are any issues of abuse or neglect or abandonment. And then it organizes everything into a report. Then share it with me. It'll share to my account. And then the accounts are synchronized together. And so the client can do all the intake for the lawyer, or the pro se party representing themselves can do the same thing and print out what the judge needs to proceed with their case to organize the information.
Gotcha. Well, Tom King, we're 40 minutes in, and so I think I like to keep these videos short so that people can get what they need. But I think this was very, very informative, and they can definitely see it hands on and kind of scroll through it. And I'll definitely put this out there on social media and upload it to YouTube very soon. So thank you so much for joining me. It's pretty late out here. It's almost 10 p.m. in Texas, and I'm guessing it's what 8 a.m. in the morning for you over there, or 9 a.m.
You're right. It's approaching 8 a.m. On
Yeah.
April 1st here, and I'll never forget. As you know, I was the attorney that invented online mediation in America, but you were the person that turned me on to Zoom.
I remember our
You
conversations years ago.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
know if you remember that. I'm like, I remember I had I'd have two computers set up, two laptops side by side, running two things. I said, okay, let's do the lawyers conference, and I'd point the two laptops at each
Yeah.
other, and they'd be talking with each other. We've come a long ways in eight
We've
years,
all
Mac.
come a long ways, and I think COVID gave everybody a shot in the arm, literally, in more ways than one, when it comes to
Oh,
tech.
I
And
always
so,
said COVID. I always say COVID was the best thing that ever happened to me, and now I'm praying for airborne Ebola.
I didn't hear that. Okay. All right. So, Tom, if people want to get started or even connect with you directly, what's the best place they can go to?
Well, my name's Tom King, so my website's tomking.com for my legal practice. But just go to
Yep.
toolkit.law, toolkit.law, and you'll
Yep.
find all the ways to interact with us and to interact with me. Our team contact info's there. I'd love to hear from anybody. Would love to hear from
Yep.
anybody.
Definitely. I'll put the links on the show notes so people can quickly get to them real fast, and you'll be on lmipodcast.com. So thank you so much, Tom King. It's been a while, but don't be a stranger. Let's stay in contact, and let's keep talking about this, okay?
Great to see you again, Mac.
You too, sir. Take care. Bye bye.